Hello, it's Crafty Rhea. I'm so glad you're joining me today. By the looks of it, we're going to make some birthday cards. I have this paper I received, I believe it was from the polka dot pine cone in one of the D-stash boxes. I could be wrong, but I have this happy birthday paper, and this is from Cardabella. It's a celebration, and there are 4 sheets of this number paper from the same collection. On the back of this one, it has this crazy design, and on the back of this one, it has the same design, but in like an orangey red color. I'm going to use this side of the paper on both of them, and I'm going to make some birthday cards. I went ahead and made 4 card bases. Okay, actually I didn't make them right now, but they were in my card base box, and I just picked out 4 colors that I thought coordinated quite well with the colors in the pack. And I also found some birthday embellishments in my stash. I have these 3 little cupcakes that I thought I would use up today, as well as this little kit that I got from Miranda from Creativity Swaps Happy Mail and Friendship. It was one of my wishes. I always wish for birthday embellishments, so I thought I would use them today, and I think I will go ahead and make a card out of this one here. It's a card base. It says yay on the back. Very cute. And there are some embellishments that came with that. We have these cute candles, a couple of happy birthday sentiments, this present, this cake, and these clear balloons. Very cool. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll make some cards. I think I'll start with this card since I have everything handy for it. Let me move this birthday and number paper out of the way. So I'm going to keep the base and the envelope the way it is, obviously. And I want to put some of these embellishments on it. I think this birthday cake would go good. And I thought maybe have these come up behind it and kind of be popped up on the page. I thought that would be pretty cool. That way you can still see what's on the back, but yet you have those balloons popping up. And I'll probably put the happy birthday probably on the inside, and I can save the candles, I think, for another project. And I think this goes really good with that paper, so I'll use that with it. So I will set those aside. And let's go ahead and just do this one. This is going to be quick and easy. I have some of these foam squares from the Dollar Tree. I did find them in I think it's like the housewares of the automotive department. They're not in the craft department, or at least they weren't at mine. And I'm going to just put actually what I want to do, I think, is adhere this to the back of the cake. Let me get this foam square off real quick. Okay. I want to adhere this to the back of the cake. I'm going to get my tape runner and just put some adhesive across the top of the back of that cake. And then I will go ahead and put these foam squares around. Okay, and then I will just adhere this down to the card. And that was a super quick and easy card. And then again on the inside, I could put one of these that says Happy Birthday. And then that'll be on the inside of this card. And I think I'll use one of these candles. They are perforated, so I will take one off and I will just put that right there on the inside, and I'll just run some of this tape on it. There we go. And that card is done. And for the other 4 cards, I'm going to pretty much do the same layout on all 4 just to make it easy. I'm going to cut my card base or my mat out of this, and then I'm going to cut a strip of this since I have a whole bunch of this paper and not a lot of this one. So I'll cut my card bases first, or my mats, I should say. And I need to cut them at, I'm going to do the cards in a landscape format. So I'm going to cut the stripe off the bottom. Maybe I'll leave the, yeah, I'll cut the stripe off the bottom. And then I need to cut them at 3 7/8. I need to make sure that is correct. This paper trimmer is a little wonky. So this one made it a little bit more narrow than I wanted it. I really wanted it at 4 actually. That was my mistake. But that's okay. I'm going to go with it. Then I'm going to take this one and make it at 5 1/4 just so we have equal sides. And I'll cut one more at 5 1/4. And then I have that little scrap for something else. And that's how that will look. And then the next one I'm going to do I'll do at 4 inches. Let me see how that works. Yep, and then I will do, is it much bigger? Yeah, it is a little bit bigger. Okay. Then I will cut it at 5 3/8. All right, so I have 4 mats for the card bases. So I'm going to cut a strip of this paper. Let me see how big I want my strip to be. Maybe 1 1/4 inches. 1.25 looks pretty good to me. I will need to make 2 strips to do all 4 cards. There we go. And then I'm just going to cut them each at, so far, I'm going to cut 2 at 5 3/8. Actually, I'll cut them both in half at 6. And that way I have a little extra to hang over, and then I'll trim it off at the end. So I don't have to be so perfect with it. And then here is how it's going to look on the card base. I have that. And then we're going to have this piece on here. And to make these pop, I thought I would ink the edges a little bit. So I have 4 different colors here, and I have 4 colors of distress ink that I thought would work. The first one is this walnut stain to go with the brown. So let me just go ahead and ink the edges. And then I'm going to messy up my fingers and just run my fingers kind of along there just to get any extra globs of the ink off. So then that way it will stand out a little bit against the background. I need to ink this bottom part a little bit more. Okay, and then I have a couple other little distress ink pads. I have this dark blue one. This one is called Faded Jeans. And I thought it would go with this blue. It doesn't have to be exact. These are Ranger Distress Inks. I got them at Hobby Lobby when they were on clearance, and I took them out of the package, but I kept this plastic piece and I turned it upside down, and this is how I store them. And I put little dots along the edge, so when they sit on my little shelf, it's actually a cutlery tray on my wall, a wooden cutlery tray that I have as a little shelving unit, and that way I can just see what colors of the inks I have, and I don't need anything special to store them in. This works great. So, and I just hung the cutlery tray on the wall. I had my husband just put holes, and he just screwed it right onto the wall. He just drilled holes in the cutlery tray. I used to use it for small rubber stamps. And I still do have some small rubber stamps on it to take up the extra room. All right, so I have that piece inked. And I just have to make sure I put the lid on it the right way. Like this one went sideways. This one, by the way, is peacock feathers. And I keep them generally in rainbow color order. And then here I have the greens, and I thought I would use this dark green. It is Mowed Lawn. And I got a little messy with that one, but that's okay. I'm just rubbing my fingers across that just to take off any extra. And then I thought I would use this light one at the bottom. This is Evergreen. This is pretty dark. I thought it would be much lighter because of the cover. But that's okay. I think that's still kind of pretty. Okay, now I will assemble the cards, kind of assembly style here. I'm just going to adhere these down. I think I kind of like that with it showing like a half a circle of numbers. Let me get it more straight. And then I'll just trim off the excess here. Okay, then I have my 4 card bases, and I will just adhere them down to the backgrounds. Okay, and just like that, through the magic of YouTube, or through the magic of television, as Carol Duvall used to say, they're magically done. So let's go ahead and put the embellishments on them. I thought this bright one, since it has some chocolate frosting, would go really good on the brown. And it already has some sticky back on it. That looks really cute. And then this navy blue one, I thought I would do these flowers on it, but I'm going to pop them up on some of these pop dots or foam adhesive. They're not really pop dots. There we go. And then I have 2 more cupcakes. I have this one that I thought went really good with this green. Okay, I changed my mind. I thought I would do 2 cupcakes on one. So I'm going to move this big green cupcake over and then put the smaller one next to it. So it has 2 cupcakes, and then I thought I would use this present on this last one. I have a big piece of this foam tape to go on the back. That way, I'm using up all of the embellishments in that pack. I like it a lot. And then we'll do some stuff for the insides. I do have this that says happy birthday. And I just happen to have 4 of these left over. So I'll put these on the inside. And I'll put this in one of them. I do have this that says happy birthday. And I think I will put it on the inside of this one here. I think it gives pretty good contrast. And then I have these 4 candles, and I'll put one on the inside of each. Put this candle in that one. And then these 3, I do need to stamp a happy birthday image for the inside and put the candles on the inside. So I went ahead and got some scrap paper from my stash, and I cut out a piece just slightly smaller than the inside of the card, and I stamped this sentiment that says, "Hope your birthday is as special as you are," and that came from this stamp set that I had recently received in Happy Mail from one of my wishes. This was on my Amazon wish list, and this came from Lisa from Creativity Swaps, Happy Mail, and Friendship. So I went ahead and did that for the insides, and each of the cards got a candle. And then we also have this card all done. I love those clear balloons on the front, the acetate balloons. And I used up all of that Happy Mail, and I'm so happy that I used all of those birthday embellishments. I think that was perfect. And then I was able to use up some of this paper. I still have a lot of this happy birthday paper left over. I only used 3 inches off the top. So I have plenty of that and 3 sheets of the numbered paper left. So that's pretty awesome. So there you have it. I needed a couple birthday cards, and now I have them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Let me know which card is your favorite in the comments below. And also, if you like what you see, please do click that subscribe button and then click on the bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.